Welcome back, everybody. Junkman again. You know, my daughter told me that you're never gonna make it in YouTube. You're not gonna have a lot of subscribers. You're not gonna get many views if you don't do a story time video. She said that's what all the YouTubers do. From Jake Paul, Cutie Pie, Christian Holoff, everyone does a story time video. So what did I say to that? I said, what the hell is a story time video? If you don't know, like I didn't, what a story time video is, this kind of sums it up.
Storytime videos are kind of like the cockroaches of the internet. They're gross, they're annoying, but they're everywhere. Storytime videos usually consist of women, but I suppose beta males can participate as well. But it's when they sit down in front of their camera and then they attempt to entertain us all by telling us a story. Only their story usually consists of a bunch of random rambling and lasts for 34 minutes.
And so we were at the, dinner after the wedding or whatever, you go to the dinner afterwards.
I don't have my backpack with me. I don't know where my backpack is. My wallet, all my flight information, my credit card, everything is in my backpack. Don't know who has it.
So, to be popular on YouTube and to go along with everybody else, I thought I would do a storytime video. So here's my storytime video of how I killed Man-at-Arms. Hey guys, welcome to my storytime video. What are we going to talk about today? Well, I got a story for you about the time I killed Man-at-Arms. You know, the guy from He-Man? That's right, I killed Man-at-Arms. Well, I didn't kill Man-at-Arms like the character. I killed the actor that played Man-at-Arms. I did, really. Okay, are you ready? This is crazy. I'm going to tell you my whole story about how I killed the actor that played Man-at-Arms. Let's go back. It was probably about early 80s, 1984, 1985. I was obsessed with He-Man. I know what you're thinking. You think, well, how? You like the Star Wars stuff. How could you like He-Man? Well, I did. I played with He-Man toys too. And especially by this time, I was playing with it a lot more than Star Wars around 84, 85, like I said. Anyway, every weekend, I would go to my grandparents' house. It's a little small house, 3-bedroom, little house. But it was so fun. We would go over there and pop firecrackers. I always get my brother too would always get these M80s. You remember those those little firecrackers, those little red ones, and put them in the X-wing and stuff and blow stuff up. It was amazing. And he would take all kinds of fireworks. I remember the Black Cats. Oh, I remember I put a sparkler on a land speeder one time. It was crazy and everything. Anyway, back in the back room of my grandma's house is where I used to play with my Star Wars toys. I didn't want to play in the living room. They were trying to watch TV and stuff. But I would go back there and just play Star Wars or He-Man. Okay, I would just play it, right? You know what I'm saying? I would just play He-Man. That was my day. I would be playing back there just playing He-Man all day. And she had a shag carpet. Oh my God, you remember shag carpet in the 70s? Because the house is probably made in the 60s. They probably put this carpet down in the 1970s and stuff. You remember shag carpet though? It was crazy. And what I loved about the shag carpet is, okay, like He-Man figures, right? You remember He-Man figures, right? They had like rubber bands in the leg and stuff and if you play with them too much, they just get really warped out of shape and they get bow-legged and they wouldn't stand up, right? So standing up He-Man figures was, unless you had a really good one that really had tight rubber bands, it was really hard to get Masters of the Universe, I call them He-Man figures, to stand up but you could wedge your legs into the carpet and stuff and they were stand right there. It was great. It was great. They would just stand there. Oh, shag carpet was great. But anyway, that's where I would go back and play Star Wars. And I keep saying Star Wars. That's where I would go back and play my He-Man, but I played Star Wars there too. I remember, we would play all kinds of stuff. I remember my sister had a Donny Osmond doll. She used to love to play with that thing. It was crazy. And we used to do all kinds of crazy stuff here. But anyway, let me get back to my story about how I killed the actor that played Man-at-Arms. That's why you're here. Crazy, right? Anyway, it was one day probably in the summer. I want to say it was around 1984, 85. I had a Man-at-Arms action figure. And guess what happened? You're not going to believe this. Literally, this is what happened. You're not going to, trust me, you're not going to believe this. My grandma's dog ate my man-at-arms. Yeah, like really, like I'm not joking. Like literally happened. Like the dog ate man-at-arms. Now he didn't like eat him and chew him up or anything. He just chewed on his face and some of his thumb finger. Remember like the right hand had like a thumb up like this, kind of like that, and you could make them shake each other, shake hands. Like it was very fun. And like the dog, I love this dog. We called it Digit, and I love this dog. He was a great dog-like and everything, and he's like brown. He kind of like reminded me of that, like that dog on like Frasier. Remember that show? Oh my God, Frasier from the '90s with that bald-headed guy that looked like a clown. What was it? Frasier Crane. Oh, I love that show. That show was really good. I think it was like a spinoff of some like '80s show. What was that a spinoff of? Like, oh, Cheers. Remember that with like the Ted Danson guy and that guy from Solo, Woody guy was on there, and they had. Oh, remember they had that. Shelley Long, she left the show, and they brought in that other girl from that movie with the John Lithgow. No, not John Lithgow. She was in that movie with that guy from Night Court. Remember Night Court and Bull? Oh, that was like great. That was like a really funny show. Harry Anderson was on it. He like did these magic tricks and stuff. I remember when he used to like come on Saturday Night Live. He would just do all kinds of magic tricks. It was like the best thing ever. I loved Harry Anderson. Man, whatever happened to that guy? I love that show, Night Court. Now, what was I saying? Oh, the dog. I love this dog. He like ate my man-at-arms figure. What? Literally ate it. Yeah. I don't know why. It tastes like bacon. He never touched any of my other toys. Never. But he ate my man-at-arms figure. Whew. What am I going to do? I can't play He-Man without man-at-arms. I mean, it's like, if you don't know man-at-arms, it's like trying to play with your Star Wars figures without a Luke Skywalker. Well, maybe not like Luke Skywalker, like without Han Solo. You know, you got to have like Prince Adam. Like Prince Adam, remember he turns into, oh my God, Prince Adam, remember with his like bold haircut and blonde hair, and he walked around with that cat. Remember that cat Cringer he walked around with? Like that was like the craziest thing like ever. And I remember one time I bought a Cringer. I bought a Cringer at a Zayre's by my house, and this creepy stalker guy almost kidnapped me. But we'll save that for another story time video. This was like totally crazy, like all day crazy. Anyway, I had to do something. I knew my game plan. Like my grandma would buy me anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. She would just buy us stuff all the time. We would always like go places and stuff. She would always buy us stuff. So I knew, okay, I'm gonna get her to buy me a new man-at-arms. I had it all in my head. Okay, this was like Friday night. My plan was Saturday. We're gonna go to Kmart, and I don't know about you, but like Kmart was like, remember Kmart? Kmart was like the place to be back in the day. Kmart was, as people say, the bomb. I mean, Kmart was the greatest place ever. And so this was my plan. Like, okay, we're going to wake up, going to have fried bologna. I'm a Southern guy. We love fried bologna down here in the South. You know, I don't know about you guys, but we would eat breakfast, and then around noontime, we would head out to Kmart. That's what we did on Saturday. It was a lot of fun. Anyway, we here's like my plan. This is like my game plan. Here is like, okay, go to Kmart. Wander off with my grandma. I think I was probably about 13 at this time. So, hey, it was the 80s. We could wander off in stores a lot easier back then. I would walk down to the toy section. She knew that, like, that's why, like, I always go to the toy section. Toy section is like where I love to go. Whenever I go to a store, I'm still like that day. If I go to Walmart, first place I'm going, straight to the toy aisle. I'm going to go look at the toys, even if I'm not looking for anything. That's just like, oh my God, I love toys. I love action figures. Why didn't I grow up? Why do I still want to buy action figures? But anyway, my plan was to like go to Kmart, like on a Saturday, right? After we all had breakfast and everything, I was going to go to Kmart. I was going to find the Man-at-Arms figure, take it back to my grandma, and be like, hey, can I get this? Now, I had a game plan if she said no, which was rare for my grandma to say no. But she might, you know, every once in a while they would say no to you, like no, you're not getting that. And I was like, but grandma must have it. But here's my plan. You remember Kmart had the blue light special? The blue light special. Do you remember that? And my grandma, like most people in the 80s, loved the blue light special. Like, if you don't remember the blue light special like at Kmart, I think like Kmart's like the only place that like did it. It was like nothing. What they'd like to do was like throughout the day they would turn on this blue light. It was on I think it was like a pole with like a blue light on top of it. It was with a like drilled to a desk or something. They could roll it around. They would roll it to this like special part of like the store and like hit the light. And then if the blue light like come on and spin around, and everything in that like that little section right there would be like 20-30% off. It was like crazy amount of money you could save. And my grandma, I mean, she would push everybody out of the way for this blue light special. She saw that light come on because you only had like 15-20 minutes or something. I don't know. You only had like a short time to get from that side of the store to the other side of the store to get that blue light special. She would knock everybody over to get there. And if it was bingo daubers or something for her bingo game, believe me, she would really, really just kill people to get to it. She would literally kill people to get to the blue light special. So that was my plan. It was like, hey, Grandma, I found this on blue light special. It's only $2.99. Will you get it for me? Please, 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 please. And I know my grandma. She's not going to pass up a deal. And most of the time she's like going to like buy me something anyway. So that was like my plan. So that was my plan like Saturday. I was going to get up. We were going to eat breakfast, you know, and then we were like going to go to like the Kmart. We always like ended at Kmart. Like we would go to like the farmer's market. Y'all got the farmer's market out there where y'all? It's not like a flea market. You know, flea market is kind of cool because you find a lot of old used toys and a lot of old stuff and fun stuff like to play with. But like the farmer's market is different. It's like farming stuff, you know. No, it don't have like tractors and cows and stuff. It's got like potatoes and like peanuts and like Cracker Jacks and like oranges and apples and fruit and just, you know, food like that, you know. And it was, and we would usually go there like Saturday morning. We'd go to the farmer's market and look around. I remember I bought a bullwhip like there one time. It was amazing. It was like a, you know, I was really into Indiana Jones. So to find a bullwhip, it was crazy. And it was like only like $20. And my grandma bought it for me. Like I said, she probably would buy us anything. And I had to have this bullwhip. I know you're thinking, what's this? What a 13-year-old boy needs with a bullwhip? But like I had to have it. It was like I wanted to be Indiana Jones so bad. I remember I had Indiana Jones like hat, what you call like a fedora, remember like that? He like you wore in like the Indiana Jones movies. He had like that fedora hat. I had that. I had the whip, and I had a machete. Like literally. I had a machete. Can you believe that? I had one. And I used to walk around my neighborhood at like 12 or 13 years old wearing an Indiana Jones hat, carrying a bullwhip connected to my side, and walking around with a damn machete. And they would like call the police if they saw a kid walking around with a machete today. I mean, it's like, what, you're gonna, like a sling blade or something. It's crazy, but that's how I used to walk around. And the weird thing is, I would wear a Hawaiian shirt because I guess I was really into Magnum. So I looked really weird wearing a Hawaii shirt, like an Indiana Jones hat, and like an Indiana Jones whip, and carrying like a machete because I just saw Temple of Doom. But, you know, like what I'm saying, like that's just like way out there. But that was after the farmer's market. We would usually end up at the mall. It was right down the road. It was a nice little mall. It had KB Toy. I remember like the KB Toy store, and it had like Record Bar. I could spend like hours in Record Bar. Camelot Music, like another one. Then they had like this other bookstore, B. Dalton Books. I would go in there and look. I love pop-up books. Loved it when I would find a pop-up book. But we would go there, and then we would like go to like Kmart, and that was my plan: get the blue light special at like Kmart, get her to buy me a new Man-at-Arms, and then I can replace the one I got. Right? That's like what I'm talking about. That's like amazing, right? So that was my plan on Saturday. Now let's. Friday night, I was playing back there in the back with that shag carpet. Like I said, you remember that shag carpet? Wacky carpet back in the 70s, man. I don't know. It was just crazy whoever came with that shag carpet. Like, it was weird. But it made life like a good play area. And like, she had like a bed, like a bed, like you sleep on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like kind of like a square, and it's like a mattress, but it's like, there's like a little smaller, like a harder mattress, and then on top of it is like another mattress, and then like on that, like on that mattress is like blankets and covers and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like sheets, like this stuff right here, yeah. And she had like pillows and stuff on it, and it's crazy. She had like all this kind of stuff, like pillows and towels. No, not towels. She had like pillows and blankets and comforters and all this like on her bed. So that was always like the mountain. I would put like Castle Grayskull at the top. You remember Castle Grayskull? Oh, that was awesome. It had like a drawbridge. It was like his mouth came down. It was great. And it had like, remember, it had like this little rack, little plastic rack where you could put the weapons on it and stuff, like a gun rack for your toys. It was weird. And I remember Snake Mountain. You're talking to the. So, remember Snake Mountain? Snake Mountain was like really cool. and it had this little like vortex, this little like head thing, this little like demon head thing you would take off. You talk into it like this, and like you would like this, and you, I am coming to get you like I'm Skeletor. Oh, it was awesome. You hang it back up. Man, that was good. But anyway, so she had the like the bed there, you know, the thing, like the bed and the carpet, and I would put Castle Grayskull like on top of the bed, and the toys, the figures, the He-Man and everything would be at the bottom on the shag carpet, right? I know that sounds like literally they would be like on the carpet, you know what I'm saying? Like standing on the carpet, like playing down there, and the Castle Grayskull would be up here, way up here on top of the, you know, I was a little kid, so that bed seemed like it was really high off the ground. I'm sure now it probably wasn't, but to me as a little kid, it seemed like it was really high up there. And I would put the bad guys up there at the top while they were just took over Castle Grayskull. Crazy. So I would get these, these like nylon ropes, and I would hang them off the edge of the bed, and I would get the guys to climb up it. You know, just my imagination, like do 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 do, and I love to make them rappel off, boom 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 down the bottom. So here was my plan. I couldn't just throw my He-Man away. I couldn't just throw Man-at-Arms away. It was Friday night. I had to play with it, but I had to get a new one because this one was all eaten up. Like I said, you can't like play like with a He-Man like without a Man-at-Arms. He's like one of the main characters. Like, you know, I didn't even know his daughter was Tila until like 5 years ago. I don't know how I missed that. Like when I used to watch the cartoon like every day, 3 o'clock, like I would run home after school. The bell would ring at 2:45, and I would get my butt home so I could see the He-Man cartoon. I was so obsessed with it. But I didn't know until I watched it with my son like 5 years ago that Tila's dad was Man-at-Arms. It was crazy. I never knew that or nothing. But here's my plan. I said, what am I going to do? How am I going to replace this in my head, in my imaginary way? So, you know, first you think, well, yeah, I could kill off Man-at-Arms and never play with him again. I could do a story where he falls off the mountain and he's killed, and I could put him up just in case my grandma doesn't buy me like a new one. Then I like have it, but I said I couldn't do that. So I came up with this genius idea. Like I did in my head, now I did like a documentary about an episode of He-Man. Like okay, the story was like Castle Grayskull was on the bed. They had to get like up to this bed and thing. And the actor in my head now, the actor that was playing Man-at-Arms climbed up that like with the nylon rope, and he climbed up it like this, and the rope broke. He fell to his death. I don't know why I came up. I think the reason I came up with this because at the same time around this time there was a TV show on CBS. Was it called Airwolf? Remember Airwolf? I think that was based on a movie. It had Ernest Borgnine on it. It had Ernest Borgnine in it. I used to love Ernest Borgnine. He was like if you grew up like me in the 80s, no one was as cool as Ernest Borgnine. Everybody wanted to be Ernest Borgnine. Maybe Harrison Ford, but for stuff on TV, you wanted to be Ernest Borgnine. Oh, remember he was on that show McHale's Navy? Remember that old show McHale's Navy? How'd that theme song go? We're here from outer space to save the earth, or something like that. I can't remember. Something like that. It was very crazy. Loved it. But no, it wasn't Air. Like Airwolf was like this helicopter. Man, it had like on the side of it, had like these missiles firing off. But it wasn't like what was it? It was a cop show. It was like another show like in the 80s. What was it called? Cover Up. I think that was the name of it. It was like called Cover Up or something like that. And the guy in it, like the main guy, like the actor, like not like in the story, like in real life, like the actor like was on set and he like put like a toy, like a fake gun to his head, like playing around, and shot himself in the head. And like it didn't have like bullets in it because it wasn't a real gun, but it had like a cartridge in it or something. Something came out and went into his head and killed him. Like kind of like Brandon Lee. Remember that? What happened to Brandon Lee on the set where he got killed by a fake gun? You remember Brandon Lee? Remember The Crow? Remember he was in that movie with The Crow, and he had like black stuff on. And he was like he looked like a crazy mime. It was like crazy. But right around this same time, that actor got killed on the set, and I think it was big news then, like it would be any day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think in my little kid head, I saw all like that all like on TV and stuff, so I wanted to kind of add that like to my show, and that's what I did. I killed off the actor that was playing the Man-at-Arms action figure, and I remember I had him rappel down the side, and then I had the rope broke. He fell down there, and I I remember I used some other figures that I don't play with much, and they like came over, and He-Man came over and everything to make sure he was okay. But it wasn't He-Man making sure Man-at-Arms was okay. It was like the guy that would play He-Man in my imaginary movie. You know, like when I play toys, they were like a TV, like I was playing a TV show. So it was so I killed off Man-at-Arms' actor, the actor that played Man-at-Arms. I killed him, and did this whole thing, did a whole funeral for him and everything, and you know, his face was all mangled because like my dog chewed it. Like I love my grandma's dog. I really did love that dog. That dog would play hide and seek with you. Who else does that? Like I would go hide and that dog would go look for you, and I love that. So you know, with the mangled up hand and face, it looked like he did like fall off a mountain or something. It looked really like that. So I did like a whole funeral for him and everything, and I had all the other figures standing around saying goodbye to him. And did like I remember I had like this one figure that was like did news reports and stuff. It was like really crazy. I must have been artistic or something undiagnosed because I was obsessed with how I played with these toys. Like it was crazy how I did it. But anyway, after I killed him, threw him away. I took the chewed up one and I threw him away. But I think I gave him this little poor kid down the road. There was this kid who used to always come around to my grandma's house, and he would want my hand-me-down clothes and stuff because they didn't have like much money and stuff. Like I said, they were like poor, but they weren't like they didn't like live on the streets poor, but they like didn't have like money. And they weren't middle class. They were lower than middle class. I mean, they didn't even have like a phone. You remember when people used a phone in their house? They would like come up and use my grandma's phone because she had a phone in that neighborhood, and everybody said, "Oh man, the Junkman's grandma has a phone. Let's go use it." I don't know why no one on that street like had a phone. You remember a phone? It was like in the kitchen. Remember they like put it in the kitchen. I don't know why everybody wanted to have a phone in the kitchen. Like you get to eat. You get to cook your food while you talk on the phone, and that was it. If you talked on the phone like that whole day, like, oh my God, you literally had to like stand in the kitchen or the living room where the phone was. Oh, don't you hate was like the phone was right there, and somebody was in the room with you. You couldn't just walk out. It was horrible. But I killed off Man-at-Arms. Next like Saturday, I like went to Kmart, did my whole plan of like the blue light special, got me a new Man-at-Arms, took it home. He did a whole like scene like my head, like, okay, now Man-at-Arms. You know, I was really into Guiding Light back then. My mom used to watch Guiding Light, and I really get hooked on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Roger Thorpe. There's no one as evil as Roger Thorpe. And then Reva and Josh would always fight and break up, get back together, and break. It was crazy. I used to love Guiding Light. It made me love cliffhangers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Great soap opera. But like, if an actor like was sick like that time, like Dan was sick and like wasn't gonna be like in it and stuff, they were like say, Alan Spaulding today is being played by John Hancock or something like that, and that's what I would do. I did like my first playing with the new one. I was like, the role of Man-at-Arms is now being played by Darius Rucker, or I'd make up some name like that or something, and I would do some crazy stuff like that, and that was my story. That's like right there. That's like literally how I killed the actor that played Man-at-Arms. That's my story time video. I like oh my God, I hope you like enjoyed it because like this is something new. I had never done like this before. So maybe I'll do like more of these if you like them and stuff. But man, like I said, I'll tell you about my creepy stalker. I really like this. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again with another video really soon, guys. And like check out the website like StarWarsJunk.net. Like go there and like click the thumbs up, and like I'll definitely click like that bell. There's like a little bell down there that makes a little sound like this. Yeah, like that when you like click it and stuff. You click that right there. I'll be back again, and we'll do another story time video. We'll just talk about something, all kinds of stuff. Let me know if you ever killed off any of your toys in the comments below. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.